All right. Good morning, people of YouTube. So, we are back again today with a very special guest. This is somebody that I'm very proud to call my friend. We have Ari on the line. So, for those of you that don't know him, this is probably the best Rookie Rush player in North America. First, in 1.5 format, we had Huang with his first place finish at the Bandai event. But during that time, Ari had multiple top 8s. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had multiple top 8s with blue-green Rookie Rush, and you teched in Chimeramon even back then, and it was amazing. And that led you to having a lot of top finishes in that format. And then we come to now, this man has... You won your store championship. You got 14th place at the Evo Cup on the 25th.
Yes.
You have... a 5th place finish at the in-person event on Gen Con and a 3rd place finish at the online tournament?
Both in-person Gen Con, 3rd and 5th.
Okay. So yeah, no, this man is known for topping tournaments with Rookie Rush in every format that he's ever played this deck. So, yeah. Ari, I'll let you take it away.
Well, I gotta give a shout out. There's another player who's very accomplished with Rookie Rush. He got second, Giovanni. He's another savage player with Rookie Rush, and without Pulseman on top of it.
Yeah,
so he's someone I wouldn't mind playing, because as far as I know, I've never lost to another Rookie Rush player, so that'd be a fun matchup, possibly. But, yeah,
we should set that up.
I love Rookie Rush. It gets a lot of hate, but the deck is consistent and does what it's supposed to do. And how many times have people said, oh my god, I bricked, I lost? Okay, well, breaking for me is drawing all my options, which happens very, very rarely. Most hands are playable, and you just draw into everything. And I approached this deck. I can't actually take credit for this exact build completely. My brother pushed me away from the Tamers and said, Ari, just play Rookie Rush the way you're supposed to. That's Lucian Lemlin, so I got to give him a shout-out for that. But let me get into the deck, and then I can tell you some of the matchups that I have and what this deck can actually tear through. Because everyone's like, oh, Ultimate Flare, oh, Mechanorimon, oh, Tactimon. And yeah, no, those cards alone are not enough. Nidhogg either. There's combinations that will stop you, but Rookie Rush can just, it's like a gadget mobile, it just keeps going.
Yeah, so you have to have multiple answers.
You start with the babies. 4 Upamon. I need to draw a card so I can keep going. That's what Upamon does, and it's very easy for me to get to 3 security and not care. So that's Upamon for you. You have the green package, because you have to play something for cards like Mechanorimon, so for now that card is Needle Spray, although I've been considering Flower Cannon just because if Rookie Rush picks up popularity, Flower Cannon can be detrimental in the mirror match.
That's
so
fair.
You've got 4 Leolamon, and you've got 4 Aruramon, and they are 2-cost, 5Ks, and that is all that you need to know about them. They are beasts, and that's my little kitty cat Simba.
That is all they need to do.
I love that card. Continuing with the 2-cost 5Ks, you've got Falcomon, and then more 2-cost vanillas. You've got 1 Salamon and 3 Sukaimon.
Okay.
As you can see, I've got 16. If you count Pulse at 3, it's 20 ways to choke you at 1 memory very easily. That's one of the strengths of this deck. If you hit a Memory Tamer, okay, I go a little more full tilt and start playing a lot more bigger bodies. So, Pulsemon, yes, you can play the deck without it. Obviously, Giovanni was able to top 2 without Pulsemon. However, Pulsemon does make the deck better. It's a busted card and expensive for a reason, and it really needs no explanation.
Was it the Evo Cup that Giovanni topped?
I think it was, yeah.
Dang, that's even more impressive.
No, it was. He kicked ass in that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
After that, we've got Starmon. If you played against Yellow or Rookie Rush, you learn to hate this card.
Yeah.
I've killed blockers with it. I've killed lots of things with it. This card is just, again, another OP card that on the surface looks okay, but Rookie Rush is very much the sum of its parts. Individual cards can be powerful, but when you put these things together, and I'm able to just blinding ray out 3 bodies and then Starmon away a blocker, you kind of just look at your opponent with 5 or 6 bodies and go, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
Cards that there's one card I play that I don't like in Rookie Rush. I'll jump to that one, but Cubemon. They say it stops green. It slows green down. With Rookie Rush, or Rookie Control as I like to call it most of the time, 1 turn can be everything for you. Mm-hmm. But you think it stops purple, they'll kill it with Lady Devimon. You think that green cares? No, they'll just pull up a turn later.
Yep.
You know, if they can go Nidhogg early, you know, you have to go more aggressive and can't really wait with them the way you want to. It does shut Imperial down to a degree, or it slows them down dramatically. So, yes, that does happen. You know, my
Just
buddy
forces
Dan
him to spend 2 more memory.
See this card?
Yeah.
So Cubemon's a card I've been, you know, this is kind of like a flex spot. You can play Otamamon, you can play more vanillas. Some people like to play Puppetmon. I just kept it because the deck has been working, so why change it? Now, one of the MVPs of the deck, and I don't understand people not maxing out this card, not even playing this card at all, is Lopmon. This card enables so much. It's arguably the MVP of the deck. I can't tell you how many times I've go Evoto guy, play a 2-drop, pass, they leave me at 1, Blinding Ray, play Lopmon, draw 2 cards, haven't passed turn yet, put another guy in play, leaving you at 2. Or, you know, play attack with Salamon, recover. You know, it can trigger Upamon with Kudamon after I play a bunch of guys. I just drew cards, obviously, so these don't interact as well as you'd think. But it's either go with this or go with this. And then there's another card, Kudamon. I swear by this card. 3 is the right number. I cannot tell you, this wins you the security control matchup very strongly. You know, you just out-resource them. And he'll chip a security and draw a card. It's hilarious when he hits a tamer and doesn't die. And your opponent can't deal with it. And then he gets to go again. So, Kudamon one time took me from 2 to 4 cards like that. And then I was just able to continue going. After that, you've got Salamon, who again interacts very well with Blinding Ray and Lopmon at 3 of. I understand it costs 4. I really don't care. I'm probably evoing it.
Yeah.
These are cards that I think these are the right ratios in the deck. And it's just the way I choose to play it.
Interesting to see the 4 Lopmon. I see a lot of people choose to play 3. I also think 3 is a good number, but like it makes sense that you want to max it out because you want to chip yourself the security early to get the Upamon draws, because this deck loses sometimes just to not having cards in hand. But the way you play this deck, that's never an issue for you.
Almost never. It does happen. It's like any other deck. It depends. But people always go, how do you have 8 cards in your hand? I'm like, because I draw cards. It's what I do. I draw cards and recover and put bodies on board. You know, I'll take a Nidhogg to the face. I won't care. I'll take 2 Nidhoggs to the face and probably won't care. But if you Nidhogg and early Mimi, well, now I'm going to have to fight you, aren't I? That's when it can become a problem.
Mimi is a problem for this deck specifically, because that means you can't choke green, and green usually has the tools to just get the second egg up and ready for the next turn. So,
it depends how fast we've gone. I mean, you know, it just really depends on how the match is going. Green is one of the tougher matchups. Same thing, you know, it depends if they need to have the Mimi and the Nidhogg, or one or the other is not enough, in my opinion. But
I completely agree.
That's how I've done. Unless my friend Shannon is playing against me, which I'll get to later. You know, for Turimon, obviously I play some rookies like Starman that are weak and are going to die to security. Also, going back to Nidhogg, you just leave them sitting on board. They can Nidhogg you. Okay, I've still got 2 bunnies sitting there. Let me rebuild my board now, and I can spiral whatever I want away. Because once they do that, unless they have Chaos, Nidhogg is just a big old body.
Right.
So, Bunny's great. After that, I'm not playing a Memory Tamer, so we are maxing out Blinding Ray. You've already seen what I said I can do with comboing. And if Blue Eyes White Dragon is to Kaiba, apparently Spiral Masquerade is to me. Because whenever I need this card, somehow it comes. And it's become a joke with some of my friends. My buddy Tyler loves to say that. It's like, oh, ours always got Spiral. No, ours got like 2 or 3 Spiral. Just good luck. And yeah, it's true. And, you know, I love this card. The card is busted in half. Aqua Viper was snapped in half. Then they went and they made this. Now next set, apparently I get even more yellow toys. And this is fine. Like the little dog burning in the building. I love this card. So, I mean, that's the profile for it. You play guys, you know, you wait. You don't always just push in. It depends on the matchup, you know. Mm-hmm. Black, you need to be careful putting too many bodies out because of Ultimate Flare, you know, and, you know, Mechanorimon as well. Other than that, black's not really a big deal as people think. Purple, they're like, oh, attack Demon, you lose. No, not always. It can happen. But if I see them raise Tac Demon in the back, I'm having all my rookies attack.
Yep.
Or
get value out of them before they die.
There.
Yeah.
You know, against them, you hold on to your Blinding Rays and you make it so that you can put bodies out and kill Tac Demon. It's as simple as that. Same thing with green. We went over that already. No need to go there.
Yep.
Blue isn't that big of a deal. Shoutmon. Shoutmon can steal a win from anybody, but it really doesn't concern me, to be transparent. I don't think I've ever lost to a mirror match rookie rush deck. A match. I haven't lost games. Everyone loses games.
Yeah.
But again, it's all about how you play. Rookie rush is typically playing checkers while your opponent is playing chess. But when the mirror match happens, everyone's playing chess.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. But at Gen Con day one, it wasn't easy. My first round, I played against a black player who ultimately flared me both games, twice, and still 2-0'd him. He played a Hexablow player the following round. He hit Hexablow. One's not enough. I was able to spiral that away and just get the win before he could set up another one. Round 3, I played against a Lord Knight player, I believe.
Okay.
It's hard to remember if that was 3 or 4. Anyways, bricked game 1, then proceeded to win game 2 and game 3. Deck went full tilt, got angry at the brick. Let's see.
That's the game that you drew all your options, right?
Huh?
That's the game you drew all your options, right? The game 1?
Yes, that's the one where turn 3 or 4 I had 3 spiral, 3 blinding, and a needle spray. I kind of just dropped them. I'm like, I scoop.
Well, Ari always uses spiral.
Because he didn't know if I was playing it or not. That was round 4. Round 3 was a security control deck.
Gotcha.
This is why I tell you, this deck can get through anything if you know what you're doing, depending. The first card out of security was a Zwart Defeat. Okay. Then he proceeded to ultimate flare me twice that match, with a couple Edens and security and a Gaia Force. I 2-0'd him. I still don't know how. And he was a savage security player. Like, it wasn't like I was playing someone that didn't know what they were doing. He was strong. Yeah. So then I played my buddy Max Tapera around 5 with green, and I somehow got through him, and he just won one of the big events. So congrats to him.
Absolutely
awesome dude, definitely deserved. Round 6.
I've had very few interactions with Max Tapera, but every one of them that I've had has been utterly pleasant.
He's high energy and just a really chill guy.
Yeah.
He's good people. Round 6, I played my buddy Shannon. Well, if I was bodying people, Shannon bodied me so hard that I needed an adult. And it was green. And Mimi popped out of security as one of the first 2 cards of both games, and he just 2-0'd me and had his way with me, and I still have nightmares about it, and it's become an ongoing joke between us. Round 7, I had another Lord Knight player. I was able to beat him, got 3rd place. Sunday opened up. I don't remember all the matches on Sunday, forgive me, but I do know round 1 I had to go through a double Takumi Tactimon player that when I was done I was like, huh. But I 2-1'd him. I got it. Played another purple player with Takumi as well. I think you didn't max out Tactimon or have 3 or 4 like the other guy did, because I didn't see it, so that was okay. Yeah. But I got worried with Takumi. 1's fine, 2, that's troublesome. Couple Lord Knight players. I think I avoided green that day. No, I maybe played 1. Ended up playing another purple. No, I played 2 more Rookie Rush players. And I took them down. One of them, I think top 8'd the Thursday event with me. He was top 8 as well. And he was tough. I beat him 2-1. Okay. And that was one of the games I only had a couple cards left in hand. Like, we were just resourcing each other, just wiping boards, and it was an epic match. He was very strong. And then I played a purple player the last round. He was the pair up, or I was the pair down, if you will.
Okay.
And he got me, and that ended the tournament, and then my buddy Trey won with Imperial. And that was on Sunday. So then in the Evo Cup with the 500 people, I ended up in 14th. I was 5-0, and then I proceeded to play both of my teammates, Izzy and Nobu. Shoutouts to slapping me around. Izzy was playing a amazing Lord Knight with War Grey, and they both know my deck very well. And that was that. He got me. And then very Nobu as well took me down, and ended up winning my last round. I ended up X-2, ended up in 14th place. So I'm okay with that. Losing the teammates, I got nothing. I got no complaints there.
Right.
And then I went to Gaia Force Gaming Store Championship, Tyler's store, and I finally got qualified for nationals. It's no longer a joke that I top all these events and don't have a nationals invite. So I'm not Naruto anymore. Mikage, yay. So Rookie Rush has been extremely good to me. To anyone that says Rookie Rush is trash, to anyone that says Rookie Rush is garbage, okay, play me. I mean, I'm not unstoppable. I'm not the best player in the game. I think I'm one of the stronger players in the game. But the deck does what it's supposed to do. You heard the matchups I went through. Yes, there are cards that stop it. Any deck can be stopped. But I'm less likely to break than you are. And that's part of the strategy of the deck. You know, people can call it cheap. People can call it degenerate. It is degenerate. But that's okay. It wins. So I don't care.
Right.
You know, I'm looking forward to next set. I missed my Mega Zoo, which also got me a third place in one of the Evo Cups. It was like the 1.5 format before Ragnar died. I miss him terribly. That deck was good to me. And
that's when we met, yeah.
like anything in this game, get creative.
Yep.
This deck, unfortunately, doesn't have any spice to it, which is what I'm known for doing, like Chimeramon and Blue-Green.
Yeah.
But it's efficient, and it wins, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, that's the deck.
Well, hell yeah. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to shout out? And I know we definitely want to plug the tournament coming up.
I will applaud. Yes, actually, we'll do that. Yes. So if I shout out a bunch of my friends already, but I don't think I gave them congrats. Congrats to Shannon for actually winning the tournament that he bodied me in, and to my buddy Trey from Gaia Force Gaming for winning the one on Sunday as well with Blue Imperial.
Yes.
And I think Dan actually got fourth with Blue Imperial in the online event as well. So all my friends are just kicking ass. It was great.
Yo, does Dan have any other decks?
Huh?
Does Dan have any other decks? Like asking for a friend. I always see him take Imperial.
Dan did what I did. He found a deck that wins for him, and he sticks with it, and he adds spice. I mean, he put Nidhogg in Blue Imperial. You know, you can't argue with the man.
I wasn't planning on arguing with him. I just wanted to know.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. I mean, like, you know, I have 9 or 10 different decks built because that's how you understand what you're playing against.
Right.
But, you know, you find what you like, 1 or 2 decks, and you stick with that. You know, I've gotten 17th place in an Evo Cup with Lord Nightmon. Just missing that invite. Or no, was it an Evo Cup? Whichever one gives you the invite. I don't care. I forgot what it's called. They have too many names.
Yeah.
So it just depends. I mean, I've done it with Megazoo, I've done it with Lord Knight, I've done it with Rookie Rush. It's just, I just love this deck. It's efficient. Shout-outs to... I think I covered it. Forgive me, I'm a little fried, dude. I have to drive to New York Comic Con on Sunday to set up my booth. But shout-outs to Zen Dragon for making awesome mats for me and my brother's company, True Champs Games. The Discord link should be below, as well as a link to our most current tournament this Sunday. This is our Ometamon mat. It's one of the 2 exclusive mats to our series, and we just announced our Sistermon mat. As a little Easter egg in the trash, you guys might like that. You can only win these mats in our series. Check out those links. We have a really good Discord. We're approaching 650 people. Lots of good people. Lots of strong players. Some of the top players in the game are in there as well. And yeah, I think that covers everything.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. You're more than welcome to come on this channel literally whenever you want.
Sounds good, bud.
But yeah, no, I will definitely be entering more of these tournaments coming up. And I know we've linked some of these tournaments in the past, but like the mat work is exquisite, and all of these are exclusive to these tournaments. So it's not like you can go on the internet and just buy them. Plus, the mats are a little bit longer than your standard mat, which makes it...
Yes, actually. It's got an extra 4 inches, which for me as a Rookie Rush player, I love having all that room. It's really nice. To me, it's the new standard of playmat. But if somebody wanted a standard mat, I could do that as well. If they didn't want the extra long mat, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just order it and I have it shipped to them.
Hey, no, that makes
sense.
sense.
It's not just our 2 exclusive mats. If you don't want those 2 mats, you can pick any one of Zen Dragon's designs that he's made, and that's price support as well. He'll ship it off to you. I just let him know which one you want. So, you know, it can go up to a half-case tournament. The price support scales with the people that enter. There's a whole explanation on the page. I don't want to bore everyone on the channel with it.
Right, we'll have a link to that.
We give a lot of price support on our tournaments.
Absolutely.
We even offered to do pack breaks, too, so that people knew we weren't weighing the packs or anything. Because, you know, all the shenanigans that go on out there. We're trying to be transparent, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Being, you know, sure that you're open with your consumer base. As opposed to some people in the community that haven't been. I love this community. It's really nice seeing everybody like band together, because like I've made more friends in this game than I have in pretty much any other card game except for Yu-Gi-Oh so far. But like I've played Yu-Gi-Oh for over a decade, and this game is fairly new still. So give it time; it will probably overtake the amount of friends I made in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Probably. I mean, most people in our game are pretty awesome. You know, there are some, like in any other game, unfortunately. But
happens.
When you can say 99% of the people are awesome, that's insane.
Right.
So.
Well, thanks again for coming on the channel. We always love having you. And, yeah, people at YouTube, we'll see you next time.